Hi there, my name is Santiago and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, I was chosen as the commencement speaker for UNLV 2020 graduates. When I received the news, I felt very humbled by this decision and very excited to offer some words of encouragement and pride for everyone who accomplished this great feat in their lives. Obviously, with me uploading this video in December, things didn't necessarily go the way we wanted to. Our commencement was postponed, we never got to walk across the stage, and now we're celebrating our commencement virtually. However, I still think that we should take great pride in what we accomplished by attaining our bachelor's degree, especially when the last semester of our undergrads changed completely to what we had already been doing. For semesters, we were going to classes, attending lectures, and just doing things the normal way. And in the last semester, we were put under social distancing guidelines. We had to learn to work Zoom and WebEx, online instruction, and let's be real, how hard was that when many of us were already experiencing burnout and senioritis and we're really just ready to just to be done with it all. But we never gave up and we should really be proud of that. I talk about that in my commencement speech, which I should shut up now so we can get into it. But before we do, I just wanted to say that, hey, my name is Santiago, and if you're new to my channel, I make new videos every Monday. I'm a pre-medical student going through the medical school application cycle, and I'm documenting my journey to medicine. So if you're new here and that sounds of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel, giving this video a thumbs up, and comment down below. Let me know what you think of my speech. Alright, I talked too much. Let's just get into the video, and UNLV, thank you again for allowing me to give this speech to my fellow graduates. If you're one of those, congratulations, you did it, and you should be really proud of yourself.
Now, near the end of each semester, student nominations are accepted for the honor of delivering the commencement address. And earlier this semester, Santiago Gudiño-Rosales was chosen as the commencement speaker. Now, Santiago graduated summa cum laude with a bachelor's in biological sciences and a minor in neurosciences. After graduating, he was accepted to several medical schools and actually has a YouTube channel that if you want to check out, he talks about his story. And soon we'll be making a final decision. And I heard UNLV has a pretty good med school, Santiago, just saying. Now, Santiago aspires to be trained as a physician, ready to tackle the 21st century problems of healthcare, and works with underrepresented populations for the US and internationally. Santiago has had this speech prepared for months in anticipation for delivering it at the commencement. Now, the time, Santiago, is yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Ryan. President Whitfield, Board of Regents, faculty, friends, family, and my fellow graduates, we did it. When I first imagined delivering this speech, I innocently envisioned standing in the Thomas and Mack auditorium, surrounded by beautifully decorated caps and a nervous group of students ready to grab their diplomas and move towards brighter futures. Instead, we find ourselves here celebrating our commencement virtually. We find ourselves navigating a global pandemic, social unrest, and a polarized country. We find ourselves here uncertain about how our career plans and personal goals will be impacted by the world around us. In a way, all of these unknowns remind me of how I felt when I started my time at UNLV 5 years ago. Like many of you, I'm sure, my first weeks at UNLV were full of constant uncertainty. After a costly year of attaining my citizenship, my family of 5 was struggling, and financial burdens had found us living in a one-bedroom apartment. Every night, after I finished a day of going to lectures and participating in community events, I would go home and help rearrange our living room so my siblings and I could squeeze in for the night. I would lie awake nightly, worrying about how we would pay our bills and question if attaining a degree was the right thing to do at the time. Give up, I said to myself after living in this routine for a semester. This is not your time, Santiago. Give up. I think we all had moments like this when we were starting out in college. But then, one day, I attended a lecture with Dr. Marta Miena, Dean of the Honors College at the time and future president of UNLV. What she said in that lecture changed everything for me. She told us to embrace the uncertainty, to embrace that the university would present new experiences that would stretch us and ultimately change us. You'll have no idea what you're doing half the time, she joked, but you'll be better people because of it. For an overachiever like me, I was shook. I had a ready-made blueprint of how I would progress throughout my time at UNLV, and I didn't expect to hear that our time would be uncertain and possibly far different than our blueprints. Standing here today, I can say that, Dr. Miana, you were right. Despite that we were first-generation immigrants, veterans, non-traditional students, or simply anxious young adults who had no idea what we were doing half the time, we did not give up, and we became better people because of it. With the loving arms of everyone in our diverse university, we got involved with organizations on campus that helped us feel included. With the hundreds of hours we put into our labs, we helped conduct new studies, made UNLV an R1 university, and we became better researchers. With classes, assignments, and exams that at times felt like they never ended, we caffeinated ourselves first and then immersed ourselves in our education. And when COVID-19 overtook our societies, stole our final semester of college, and replaced it with a social distancing guideline, we took a deep breath, put on a mask, learned to work Zoom and WebEx, and completed our degrees. Though we didn't know what we were doing sometimes, we never gave up. Determination and resilience, these are two traits we have all developed here, and we learned them from and because of the mentors who have pushed us. Without the faculty members and upperclassmen who encouraged us and showed us the way, we wouldn't have made it here today. Therefore, I have a challenge for you. This might seem a little strange, but I want to ask all of my graduates to do something with me right now. Graduates, grab a pen and some scratch paper. Seriously, go grab them right now. All right, got them? Write down the names of the mentors who supported you at UNLV. After the ceremony, I challenge you to send a thank you note to each one of those people. In this global pandemic, nothing is more important than community, and I'm sure your mentors will love to hear from you. For me, my mentors were the upperclassmen who showed me how to balance studying, extracurriculars, and everything else in between. Thank you. They were my faculty advisors who taught me the impact research could make and who believed that I could be a leader in this work. Thank you. It was my Mexican mother who had me at 15 and faced a steep mountain of obstacles to allow me the opportunity to live a normal American life. You have worked tirelessly since the day I was born to push our family forward, and I thank you. As we look into whatever becomes the new normal in 2021, we should take confidence in what we have already accomplished. We didn't give up despite the barriers we ran into, and we have our mentors, friends, and family to thank for that. Personally, my family is doing much better now thanks to my mother's hard work, and we have a graduated college senior that she helped push forward. Sí se puede, mijo, she would tell me. Y ama, you were right. Sí se pudo. Not just for me, but for everyone celebrating graduation today. Normal is subjective, but our hard work and our accomplishments are not. Though we are met with uncertain times, I am here to remind you, my fellow graduates, that we've already shown what we're capable of. The world needs us right now, and though we may not know what's going on half the time as we step out to make a difference, I promise you this, the world will be better because of it. Thank you. Now go celebrate.